Alright, welcome back to Blue Exorcist anime review, episode number 17. We're hearing the 4th episode series, True Cross Festival. This episode adapts mostly from chapters 45 to 47. Yeah, they're almost done with the first story they're going to do for the season. So, the episode starts off interestingly with the True Cross higher-ups have a meeting where I think it's Arthur, I think it is, where, actually it's Arthur, it's the other guy who's with the guy with the hat. He suspects there's about 6, the Illuminati have got about 6 different traitors. There's some in the Vatican, some other places, but one specifically in Japan, and Shira herself is basically sent to go deal with it. Now, who she suspects is the Illuminati spy? In the episode, Mephisto suspects that Shira thinks that he's the Illuminati spy because of one particular student in the school. That happens later on in another scene where basically the whole thing is, well, there's a B plot in here. Well, he also have Rin introduce everybody else, like where they start off with, I think it's the pink hair guy, I forgot the guy's name, where he asks out a bunch of girls and they'll keep turning him down. What's going on per se? Well, the school festival has got a dance, and he has Ferris goes with them, and they all turn him down because they've all got dates. I've been there. Yes. So they eventually do more, and then they come in as walking zombies. Bond himself basically even gets asked by a girl, and he declines, and he regrets doing it. So, after meeting everybody, of course, they cure everybody, and of course, they reveal that Shimmy is a student now. Now, those who watch the series like, wait a minute. How is it now she's a student? Given the fact she's been with them the whole time? Yeah, reading the manga, this is even weird too. Yeah, I'm like, I do not blame the studio for this. This is not their fault for this particular scene. Yes, this is actually the fault of the manga. Yeah, this is the manga's fault. Blame the original writer for the scene, not the anime. Because if you watch only the anime, you're like, why in the world is it now? 3 seasons in that she's now a student? I thought she was a student before. You also have seen mentioning of like in the manga they have to go to cram school. In the anime they apparently cancel cram school. Yes, I thought this was kind of weird. Also, Pookie Brow thinks that basically thinks the whole dance is a waste of time because she's got the exam coming about 3 months. Yes. Now the same with her at the end of the episode. We'll get back to that. Also, Bond finds a love letter in his locker. I should point out though, this is a shoe locker. Because it's a Japanese anime, and apparently in Japanese high schools, they don't have body-length lockers. They have shoe lockers for their shoes. Yes, and inside the locker is a love letter. Now, this is a common anime trope of women leaving love letters in lockers. Now, those of you curious, does this have American fiction? Oh, heck yes, it does. So, this is common both sides of the seaboard. So, yeah, he's like, can you just study? I'm like, dude, Bond, there are girls into you, man. Just take a girl out and see how it feels. And he says this to Yuki about it. And then, of course, we have to see with Yuki in his office. And then Shira does not suspect that he's a traitor, he's a mole. Nope. And then, of course, after they have their conversation, of course, she apparently is there. She also disguises herself as a student. And then, of course, they alter a dialogue in the anime where she throws a dart at something, and it turns on Mephisto. It turns out like, man, you're as tacky as ever. Now, did she say it in the manga? Nope. That was the English dub saying that. I don't mind the change. It's perfectly fine. It is not an issue with me at all. I think the whole tacky thing fits Mephisto perfectly fine. Anybody can tell that apparently the way he dresses is apparently very tacky. I agree with that. So, moving on. I'm like, throw a fit over a change of a line. It's so stupid. When, I mean, that's not exactly a real big change. It's not a big story-breaking moment. Because, unless, of course, you have plot-driven dialogue in the conversation, there's no reason why that it needs to be kept. So, then he also has it where if you enter with me into my plans, I will break you. And then he proceeds to jump out of an airplane to basically kick out the festival. Yep. And of course, also this thing with Shimane, where it's suspected in this very episode, and it's like this in the manga too. Pokebra actually cut their moment out here, where it's suspected Shimane has a thing for Ren. Yes, it is very highly suspected that she does. There are hints of it, so like she thinks she likes Yuki. Yes, and then after the whole festival goes off, and then we have dance, and of course, Ren obviously asked to dance, and eventually Yuki's asked to dance too for reasons. And then the episode ends with Pookie talking to the guy with the puppet, who apparently is son of a CEO, and he has like another puppet inside the other puppet's mouth, and she asks, "Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that?" And that's the episode. It's definitely a pretty good episode. Though you watch it, and it's like very much soap opera stuff in this episode. Definitely. So, yeah. Not much to say about this episode. It's good, but I could have done a little more of the soap opera stuff. I mean, the school festival stuff. Like, here's the thing. I have never had a problem with school festivals in anime. Like, people thought that the school festival of My Hero Academia was filler. I'm not kidding about it. They thought an actual canon story arc was filler. Because there was no action. Like, no plot. There's a plot there. Yes, I still do not understand. Like, it's been like 2 or 3 years since that season aired. I think it's in season 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like season 4. Where you have a school festival happening at UA. And it was also the arc to introduce general criminals in the series. And people thought it was filler. Because not much action there. Not every single arc has to have action as much as the other arcs do. Not much like plot, emotion-driven stuff. There's emotion in that arc. So, me personally, never had a problem with school festivals in anime. Never. I've never had a problem. I actually like it. Okay, so that's pretty much the particular review. Next up is going to be a comic corner. Yep. A couple of them, anyways. I actually probably do just one and then go straight to Blue Exorcist. So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications, and do not hit dislike mechanics too. Right.